Intro. That will be the intro. Woo! Hi, I'm Chloe, and this is my friend Ashlyn. This is my channel. We're gonna do the book sacrifice tag.
No, you got it all wrong. My name is Chloe, you're Ashlyn, it's my channel, but yes, we are going to do the book sacrifice tag.
Yes, that's right, folks.
So, I have my handy dandy laptop here with me, so I can read out the scenarios.
Shiny!
Why?
It's so fluffy, I'm gonna die!
Laptops aren't fluffy.
I was doing an impression. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, anyway, I have my laptop here so I can read off the scenarios, and then Ashlyn and I will pick our books for the scenario.
So she is going to read off the scenarios from her laptop screen, and I'm going to stare at the camera and smile.
So, number 1, an overhyped book. Let's start this off with a zombie apocalypse. Let's say you're in your bookstore, for me it's Books A Million, just browsing when, bam, zombie apocalypse.
Wow.
An announcement comes over the PA system saying that the military has discovered that the zombies' only weakness is overhyped books.
Overhyped books.
Yep. What book that everyone else says is amazing, but you really hated, do you start checking out the zombies knowing that it will count as an overhyped book and successfully wipe them out? For me, this is a very easy decision, and I wanted to love this book, but I didn't. And it was Ender's Game by Orson Scott Card. I wanted to like it, but I didn't understand it, and it got so annoying, because Ender, it was just so predictable, and Ender got really annoying, and why was he 6, and he sounded like he was 16, and just, no.
Mine was Twilight by Stephanie Meyer. Seriously. Usually, books to movies, the books are better. Seriously, the movie was better. The book sucked. It was terrible. She was whiny the entire time, and I just did not like it.
I totally agree with that. So, number 2, a sequel. Let's say you just left the salon with a smashing new haircut, and boom, torrential downpour. What sequel are you willing to use as an umbrella to protect yourself?
I know, Chloe.
Not matched, because it's the first book, but its sequel, Crossed by Ali Condi. Just why, Ali Condi?
Boring. The second book, the first book is amazing.
Yes!
The second book is
It's just
horrible.
Why?
Wait, why? See? We both agree.
Yeah, and just Crossed, it was so boring, and yeah, and it was like, okay, why? You had so many chances for plot changes, and it was so predictable, and Kai's right here. Cassia's right here. They slowly inch together, and then boom, they're together, and they fight, and then they get back together. And
May I
it's
say
two
something,
chapters.
Chloe?
Yes.
Okay, one thing I did not like about that is the different point of views. It got boring, as I said before, and it was a little bit just monotonous, and I just did not like it.
Yeah, and another thing is they go through all of these dangerous things. For instance, they climb a canyon.
Poisonous River.
Yeah, and nothing ever happens to them. They go unscathed the entire book. No, seriously, this was Cassia in the book. Poisonous River, no biggie. We could die if we get even,
2
a
inches from
drop of it in our mouth.
Like, just imagine this. Poisonous River. What do you think? If you're going to sip out of it, you're going to die. But no.
No, we're going to go swimming in it.
Yes.
And then, let's see, there's this huge canyon that isn't the Grand Canyon.
Just some big canyon nobody cares about.
Yeah!
It's like the Grand Canyon's brother.
We don't have any equipment, but we're just going to go, woo! And we're not going to get hurt. 3, a classic. Let's say you're in a lecture and your English teacher
I love English literature!
is going on and on and on about how this classic changed the world.
Change the world!
How it revolutionized literature.
Oh.
And you get so sick of it that you just chuck the classic right in his face because you know what? This classic is stupid and it's worth attention just to show everyone how you feel. What classic did you chuck? Well, for me, this is an easy decision because I hated this book so stinking much. And that was A Tale of Two Cities. I had to read it for school and I wanted to kill the people in it. And when they died, I didn't care. I was actually kind of happy. What?
They died and she didn't care.
Well, when I don't care that how this person eats chocolate. I don't care that it takes 6 servants just so he can have his morning coffee. I don't care. I just want to know what the plot is. And then the plot was so dry and just nothing happened that was happy. And it was so depressing, and I'm never reading that book again.
I've got to say, I've never read this. Probably should. Haven't. Don't know what she's talking about, but it sounds pretty terrible and may never read it.
Number 4, your least favorite book of life. So, let's say that you're hanging out at the library when, BAM!
Bam!
Global warming explodes.
Boom!
And the world outside becomes a frozen wasteland. You're trapped, and your only chance for survival is to burn a book. What is the book you first run to, your least favorite book of all time? What book do you not fully regret lighting?
I've got to say, Chloe, we already talked about this. Twilight.
Yes! Bella is so annoying.
She's like, oh, I love Edward. Oh, I love Jacob. Oh, I want to be a vampire. He's like, no, oh. And it goes on and on and on just about what she's wearing for a date with Edward. And it's just, ugh.
Plus, why do I even care about this? Why do you need 4 books that are over 500 pages to describe one love story? I mean, Romeo and Juliet did it in an hour. And the other series we have that we burn without caring is the Lux series by Anna Gobberson.
It seriously gave me a headache. I could not read it. And she is somebody that has to finish a book no matter how terrible it is. I'm not that type of person. I will stop reading it if I hate it.
Yeah.
That was a book that I could not make it through. It was terrible. Ugh.
I actually was a brave soul, and I finished the entire series. The ending was actually the best part of the series because the characters did not get what they wanted. And just for some basic literary reasons I hated the books, it's in third person limited. So that was okay, but I love first person a lot more. But normally when I read a book that's third person, I expect like 2 or 3 main characters. No, the Lux series has about 15, and you hear from every single character in the book that is ever mentioned.
Like Penelope. That, terrible.
Yeah, and you hear from like one character, I don't even remember their name, but in the first book, they lasted all like 2 chapters. And I did not care. I don't want to know what Henry's dad is thinking because
He's thinking bourbon. I love bourbon. We live in New York and I love bourbon.
Exactly. And it's just I don't care how drunk they are. I just want to know how the plot's going to go. And the whole love affair and how everything is intertwined, it's confusing, and you kind of feel embarrassed for these people because they're so stupid.
I feel embarrassed for myself for actually reading about 150 pages of the book because I hated it so much.
And I feel ashamed because I actually read the entire series.
Shame on her.
It's not a good series. Also going to do the scenario that Poland Bananas books made up. Okay, so you're backstage, about to perform your part for your school's big musical or play, and you're getting really, really nervous. Just like that. So you have your favorite book series with you. So to calm yourself down, you just, read a few pages here and there, get some more of Jason Wayland, and you're just, you're again in your happy place. But you have this gum in your mouth. You've been chewing it for hours. It's nasty, and there are no trash cans around, and you don't want to be that idiot who litters and leaves it on the floor or under just like a ledge somewhere.
You can't go on stage with gum in your mouth.
Exactly. So, what last page of your favorite book series, what book, just what ending did you hate so much that you're going to tear the last page out of it to get rid of your gum?
I used to love being a princess down in this ocean blue. The mermaids are going missing, ended up in someone's stew. So just try to put yourself in somebody else's skills. You're killing my ecosystem with fishing and oil spills. Thank you, BP. Thank you, BP.
And mine is a very easy choice. it was Requiem by Lauren Oliver. Now this is the second one in the Delirium trilogy, but I don't own Requiem, so I'm just going to show this. So Requiem, the problem I had with it was that it didn't end. There was no ending. We don't know how the revolution ended. We don't know if their mission was successful. We don't really know who Lena ended up with. Like, we kind of just are left to imply that it was Alex, but we still don't know what happened to Julian. And it was so annoying because looking at interviews and stuff from Lauren Oliver, she wanted us to have an open mind, and she wanted us to be the writer and finish the book and decide who we wanted her to end up with. Hello? Do I look like Lauren Oliver? No. I wanted a clear ending. Even if she ended up with the boy that I didn't want her to, at least it would have been a clear ending.
I know this isn't a part of a book series, but it's by the same author, Lauren Oliver, and the book is Before I Fall, and I just hated the ending so much because she repeats the same day for a week, and I figured that if she saved Juliet or something like that, and she would be able to get her days back and she would live. But no, at the very end, she dies and saves Juliet, but she's dead, and it was horrible.
And I read that book, but it's been a while, and I have to agree, I didn't enjoy the ending that much.
Not a happy ending.
No, but at the same time, I do understand that some books don't have happy endings. I get that. But that book, it just made it morbid, and I did not enjoy that. So I hope you enjoyed listening to us rant about books. I hope it wasn't too boring, and I hope you just realized that this is our opinion. It doesn't apply to everybody. And
look for our cover of The Story of Us by Taylor Swift on the channel soon.
I'm Chloe.
And I'm Ashlyn.
And we're the duo of Once Upon an Angel. Bye!